Jeff Darlington, the peripatetic ESPN NFL reporter. He's appeared on the ESPN NFL show, SportsCenter, Get Up, and more. In fact, he had a big Get Up appearance, and that brought some headlines where he was talking about Tom Brady and would be surprised if Tom Brady went back to New England. Jeff, what was the reaction to that report?
It was, I think that people, Dan, are still sort of suspended in this area where they just don't think it's going to happen, where that they think he will definitely go back to New England based on, I think at this point, nothing but the idea that we've seen this for 20 years and why should we expect any different? I think that's understandable, but it's not necessarily accurate.
But explain, is this a vibe you're hearing, or was it a like?
No, I know. I listened to you yesterday. I listened to your segment yesterday on it. It's definitely not, for instance, like I think you said, like reporters talking to other reporters. Like that's not how I operate. I'm not at the combine. I go to the combine mostly, but I'm not there. It's not. I've been covering the league for 15 years. I'm pretty dialed into the Tom Brady world and all things there, and have my contacts within that world. And so certainly when I'm saying something, I'm not saying it lighthearted, nor am I saying it as a rumor that I heard at a bar at the combine.
Yeah, that was what was confusing, Jeff, because you're a reporter, you're a journalist, and it felt like it was more of just a, hey, I'm on the show with Greeny and Get Up, and they want hot takes, and hey, I'm hearing this, and that's where I just didn't know how deep the report was.
That might have been just the way you interpreted it. I don't think, which is fine. I mean, I understand that's part of the deal. But like, for instance, I didn't say, maybe I didn't use the word sources enough. I don't know if that's like the hot trigger word that people need to hear. But like, I don't know. Did you catch the segment where I talked about the kind of the context behind it? How the people close to him kind of talk to him, and he says he's the one who tells them like to not expect him to go back, whereas those people are kind of like, yeah, but we still think like Tom will go in that office with Bill Belichick and he'll still find a way to convince Tom to stick around.
We don't follow context here, Jeff.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like I heard you talking about it yesterday, and I was like, I think he's just reading the tweet.
Yes,
from Schefter.
I got this.
Right.
That's Shefty.
Yeah, but that's not me.
But I can't watch Get Up while I'm getting up on my own show.
Responsibility, though. That's
blame Shefty. That was poor reporting on Shefty's part.
Well, you're the one who said when Shefty says it, you believe it. You said when Glazer says it, you believe it. Not when Darlington. In fact,
I know.
I got a lot of that from. By the way, I got a lot of that Dan yesterday from Patriots fans, which was my favorite. Which was who the f is Jeff Darlington? Which like I get it. Like when you say something that doesn't fit into what people want to believe, they're going to go the other way. And like, I'll be honest, like it sounds really. Can you say? Like, it sounds lame for me to be like, I talk to all of the people who know Tom Brady. So I'm trying to walk this line of not sounding like a tool, but also making sure that people understand I'm plugged in. So like, I get it, but I'm also kind of like, God, I don't know. I'm actually a pretty like reasoned. I'd like to say I have a decent reputation of being accurate with my reporting, but I understand when it's something like this, it just takes on this life. It reminds me actually of like the Tim Tebow year in 2011, where everything just takes on a life of its own.
And that's fair. I understand that. I think throwing in sources, because there's...
But that's also funny, too. Wouldn't you make fun of that as well? Like,
no.
if we say source, not all of a sudden validates it?
No. Not with you. I mean, there's certain guys I wouldn't. If you said, right, hey, sources tell me, I know you're connected with Brady. I understand that. But if you said sources, then I would have thought. If you look at some of the other tweets that have to do with Brady,
my God,
I'm hearing about, or you know what, I'm feeling or getting the feel. Like, I don't know what is real and what is just.
I understand that. And that's the landscape. That's the tough part. Like, that's what I think we're all sort of working against and around and trying to figure out. But all I know to do is just hope that eventually I build a reputation where Dan Patrick, for instance, isn't like, who the hell is Jeff Darlington? and I'm not believing it until Adam Schefter says it, which is fair. Schefter has the reputation. I get that, and I'm not, But hey, by the way, God, I hope I'm right.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you hit the lottery here, this will be great because then I'll be saying, I trust what Darlington says. I'm not sure about Shefty and Glazer.
But to be clear, honestly, I'm sitting here and I'm, again, talking to the people close to Tom yesterday. I'm like, because we're all sitting here saying, but still, what if he goes into Belichick's office? What if he does convince him to stay? And what will happen then is I will never return to New England. And,
did you? Okay, are you taking Paulie up on his bet for
was it $1,000?
Yeah.
So Dan Levitard also bet me that if Tom goes back to New England, that because I said I would be stunned.
Yeah.
That he can tase me, that he can take a taser to me and stun me.
I like that.
Which, the $1,000 bet sounds way better to me. So
you'll take Paulie up on the bet?
Well, I'm not going to. I love degenerate gamblers like Paulie, but I don't think that I'm allowed. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. But I will certainly. I'd be happy to.
Paulie, you want to modify this bet with Jeff Darlington, journalist?
Well, first off, Jeff, degenerate gamblers are the ones that lose, not the ones that win. Secondly,
I know I'm not worried about losing. I'm just worried about losing my job.
We don't want to get you in trouble at the mothership.
Okay.
So we can alter the bet. My bet alternate would be something involving your hair. You have great moss.
Oh God.
Crew cut.
There.
Crew cut.
That's just too far, Paulie.
I'm sorry.
I am vain. I consider myself a responsible reporter, but I am far more vain than that.
I'm right there with you, Jeff. I'm vain.
But I would say I'd take it just because I'm confident. I guess I'm supposed to put my money where my mouth is. It just feels like that's a little harsh. But God forbid.
How about $500 each for charity?
Yes, I'll do that.
Paulie, you got your charity?
Yeah, it's a really good one. My charity is a real nice one. It's called the Paul Pabst Log Cabin Fund.
Okay.
It's a really small.
I'm sure Jeff would be happy to contribute to that.
Yes, mine is the Hair Club for Men.
Okay, so, wow, Jeff with a shot at you.
Nice, good one.
All right, he got you.
No.
All right.
No, I will.
You'll do the charity angle.
Yeah. Let me. I'll throw this disclaimer that I'll make sure I'm allowed to do that, but I'm happy to. Yeah.
You know what? How about this? The V Foundation.
That is perfect.
There you go. So either way, Paulie donates $500 or you donate $500, Jeff.
Yeah, love that. But thank you for having me on, Dan.
Yes,
and appreciate you, even though I know you hated me yesterday.
Well, I hate the whole Tom Brady situation because I think.
Hey, by the way, me too. You know what it's like to try to report on something you feel confident in.
Yes.
And have people tell you you're wrong.
I know. But you know what, Jeff?
Dan Patrick?
Yeah, but you know what drives me crazy about this is you might be correct with this, and other people will they'll borrow from you, and then they'll go,
whatever.
hey, I'm hearing. It's like when I came out with Phillip Rivers to the Colts. And that was at the Super Bowl. Yeah. The number of people said, I could see Phillip Rivers to the Colts. And I went, okay, I'm reporting from a source. I actually said I had a source, Jeff. That just so.
See, that's what I got to do more. I thought that was out of style. Going back to
the leading candidate for Brady is who? If it's not the Patriots.
That's I'm going to sound really lame. There is not look, I'll say 4 teams right now that are interested in Tom. The Titans, the Raiders, the Chargers. Okay. I'm also going to tell you that yesterday you were mocking the idea of the Bucks.
Yeah.
Don't discount the Bucks, Dan. That is not a report. I'm not.
Okay.
I am just saying.
Okay.
I like that music.
Okay. So breaking news.
No.
Jeff Darlington.
I didn't say sources though, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, but you didn't say sources yesterday. Yeah,
but I'm turning over a new leaf.
All right, so Tom Brady to the Buccaneers. Jameis goes to New England. Brady to Tampa.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Okay, the one I really dispelled was Tom to the Cowboys.
Yeah, they got to get it done with Dak, right? And this is just me being
Brady's not going to the Cowboys.
They got to get it done with Dak.
Yes, he's their future.
The only thing that I do find interesting about this whole Brady thing is that there's very few there's a wide net right now. Like, it really is honestly when it comes to like the teams, there are a bunch of teams that are interested in him, and he's honestly not discounting them. But to your point, the Cowboys feels like a little bit pie in the sky.
It's called trolling is what it is, Jeff.
You're trolling.
It's trolling.
Or I'm trolling. Or other people are trolling.
Yes, I'm not.
We're not.
And
not
you're
me
not.
and you.
No, because you got sources,
no.
damn it. You
This
got
is a
sources.
responsible
Jeff Darlington
segment.
says the Buccaneers for Tom Brady. Don't rule it out. You're the Jay Glazer with better hair.
Oh, with hair.
Yeah, and taller.
Yeah,
taller and better hair. Hey, great appearance. And I'll
thanks
talk
for
to you in a
having me,
month.
Dan. I
And from
appreciate
now on, if I don't hear you say sources, I'm going to assume that you mean sources, Jeff.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
That's
Thanks,
Jeff
Dan.
Darlington, NFL reporter for ESPN. He's listening to the show. I didn't know he'd listen to the show. I probably wouldn't have said all those mean things about him.